In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the HySi podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Wow.
Look
at my hand.
Shaking with anticipation.
Chills. The chills I got from listening to that. That is our first live.
That's our first live one.
Listen, and
yeah,
let's just talk about
we
that.
added it to our last two.
Yeah.
But this is
That's
the
our
first time we got to
hearing
hear it.
actually before a show.
Right.
Wow.
How was it?
Chucky Fresh.
Chuck Fresh, man.
Killed it.
Shout
The
out to
man-
Chuck Fresh.
Shout
the
out,
voiceover
he's
work
watching.
artist. Thank you, Chuck.
Oh, the man's a
Appreciate you.
wizard.
He is a wizard.
He is.
It's pretty incredible what he was able to do.
He did great. And
And he did it within 24, like so fast.
He did it within 24 minutes.
Yeah, 24 minutes.
We
yeah.
sent him that email and it was
gone
immediately back.
Yeah. He's a super
The man does not have a lot going on.
He doesn't.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's all he literally
absolute
does
loser.
is just music voice guy, I suppose. But
And could you believe the Pope said that about our podcast?
no, I actually can believe that.
Oh,
Cash.
you can?
No, I can.
Oh,
It's
you
life
can.
affirming. Absolutely. Pope Francis.
I know, but you think of all the things he's got going on. He's a very busy man. He's healing people by
That's
his
true.
touch. He's been chosen by God. But to think that he has the time to listen to our podcast.
out of all of them,
Out of all the podcasts in the world.
I feel honored.
I really do. I
Yeah.
feel like God has personally came down and chosen us
He has.
for a greater purpose.
He looked at us both and he told us,
Yeah.
this is our future. This is what we were destined to do.
This is the
to
one
review
thing
movies.
keeping the Pope going right now.
is this movie podcast.
he's had it
with
up
all
to-
the turmoil and chaos in the world, Cash.
With
have
the
you seen a
Catholic-
podcast?
with what's going on with the Catholic Church? Ugh.
It's rough.
He needs a little relief.
It's not good.
He-
You know, it's not good.
No, it's not a good time.
You know?
People don't like him. He's too liberal, some say. He's
Yeah.
got a lot of heat.
He's
a
got
lot
heat
of
coming
heat.
from both sides.
Yeah?
That's what's tough. It's
I like
it's
the
tough
guy.
business to be
Personally,
the
I
Pope
like
in
him.
2019. I don't think he's that
Oh,
bad of
I'm
a
not
guy,
applying for
but
the
hey,
job.
you know.
I'm not doing
No,
that.
not
No.
anytime soon. No, thank you.
They come a knocking? No, thank you, I say.
Right. No,
Not going to happen. Who would?
not me.
It's a lot of pressure.
That's a tough job.
It's a lot of pedophiles you got to look over.
Yeah, a lot of them. You gotta
It's-
you gotta
it's-
restructure things. You
Yeah.
gotta send them around.
Oh,
you know,
every time
hide
they
them
do
in
something,
a safe house.
every time you got to go send them to a new church.
Yep.
You got to relocate them, give them a new name.
Yeah, there's a fantastic episode of South Park that talks about that. They're like, we need a cleanup, and they're like cleaning up all the cum. They're like, oh, it was
Oh,
on the
man.
table. Oh, that's brutal. I was
That is
like,
brutal.
Oh God, South Park.
If you haven't heard of it, check it out.
Oh, great show, great show. Trey Parker, friends of the podcast.
Yeah,
I would say so.
absolutely. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'd say that's a safe
absolutely.
call.
Yeah, but yeah, our first live hearing of our intro. It feels good.
It does
gave
feel
me
good.
chills.
It gave me chills too, man. It's good. It's good. We're constantly trying to improve the show, get
Yeah.
better. I think we're on the right path.
We officially have some artwork.
We have artwork
We
now.
have
Yeah.
artwork. Did a pretty good job. I don't know her name. We
Yeah,
can't
neither do I. Can't give her a shout
Can't give
out,
the
but
artist a
we
shout out.
appreciate
But again,
it.
shout out to Chuck Fresh.
Chuck
That
Fresh.
is not because he's a man. We just do not know.
I
His
think
name
her
is
name,
his name's
if
rolls
I remember
off.
correctly, it was Abigail something.
See, that's not the same as Chuck Fresh.
No,
Chuck
right.
Fresh rolls off the tongue.
It does. He knew how to market himself. Because you're trying to tell me the man's last name. He had to change his last
It's
name.
not Fresh. I'm not even 100% name. His first name is Charles.
No, it's probably not. No. It's probably a stage name.
I don't believe it for a second. Well, anyways, intro us.
All
if
right.
you haven't heard from Chuck Fresh himself, the man.
If you haven't yourself, this is the Have You Seen It podcast. I'm Mason Knight, and I'm joined here with the one and only Cash Kraus.
Yes,
Crash
sir.
Kraus? Crash Kraus?
Crash
Crash
course.
Kraus.
Crash
There we go.
course.
That's why we hired Chuck Fresh, so I didn't
We can't
butcher
talk.
the intro.
No, we can't
anymore.
talk. Yeah.
No.
But this is movie news edition.
It is the movie news edition.
Where
This
we
one is fun.
gather together in this cold, dark,
dungy,
damp,
smelly basement.
filled basement. We come down here and we talk about what is happening in the news to the week, 2 weeks prior. Sometimes we talk about older news.
We're always on the ball, though.
Yeah, we're close to it. But
sometimes.
It's been quite the week, I'd say. The first one we should talk about is James Gunn.
Let's do it.
We have to talk about him, right?
We have to.
I don't want to say I kind of predicted it. I said on a few podcasts ago that I wanted him to do a Teen Titans movie.
Okay.
But he's officially on board.
He is.
With Suicide Squad.
The second one, right?
Yes.
But they're saying it's a... This is a confusion with me. It's not a reboot, but it's a... What?
Yeah, it's
like
a reamp.
Reamped.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
the word they were looking for.
But yeah.
Very confusing.
Yeah, so I'm not even sure who's going to be in it.
Yeah, we don't even know if the original cast from Suicide One is in it.
I'm guessing Harley Quinn will be in it at some point. You got to have me.
Oh, you have to have some Margot Robbie in there. Yeah,
she's going to get people in the seats. But maybe Will Smith. But what's nice with Suicide Squad is they have so many different versions of Suicide Squad. Is you can have a completely different cast.
Right.
You know Batista's going to be in there somewhere.
Of course,
James
he will.
loves some Batista. He would make.
He'd
make a great Bane.
Contractually, I don't know how he's going to be able to do both Marvel and DC. Do you think they're going to allow him to do that with still contracts for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Well,
that's my only question.
Brolin did both, didn't he?
Did he? No, because Deadpool 2
he
and
did
Avengers.
Deadpool and Avengers.
Yeah,
yeah.
both Marvel. It's
Well,
it's almost a conflict of
what's his name? That the director of that directed all those early Avengers movies. He went over, remember, and directed, and there was no problem.
I just wonder if it's different. I wonder if it's different with actors because I know like commercial shoots. Like if I went and did a commercial, for example, for like a Burger King, I couldn't shoot for McDonald's for 2 or 3 years under the contract.
Well, I mean that's just a tough rivalry between fast
right,
food
of course.
chains.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that'd be dumb if they did prevent him from doing that because of that. But I don't know. I think Batista would make a great Bane. He's got the body type for it.
You think he'd make a great Bane?
Oh yeah,
really?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's scary.
He is scary, but do you think he would be menacing enough?
Yeah, for sure. Slap a mask on him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You don't have to be a great actor. It's gonna be big and scary. It's all in the eyes. Bane is all in the eyes. Tom Hardy did a great job.
Tom Hardy's
but
incredible
Tom Hardy
in everything.
is not the size of Bane.
No,
but
not
he
even close.
gained, even with him gaining 50 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
He's just not. Bane is tall for one. I think Tom Hardy's like 5'10".
Well, Batista's a big boy.
Oh, he's
a
huge.
big man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's damn near the closest you're going to get to Bane. But, yeah, so James Gunn moving over. I like it.
Yeah, and earlier today they actually said that he's casting new team members.
Yeah.
So that's the official word.
Yeah, but it in this article it says that also people will probably make another appearance.
Right, reappear.
Yeah.
But that's up to we'll see.
Honestly, I don't care if
we don't
anyone.
know.
I'd be fine with a completely new team. What you know is this soundtrack
I'd like to see Harley Quinn.
is going to be fucking amazing.
Oh, it'll be great.
He makes movies around his soundtracks.
Yeah.
That's one thing that the last Suicide Squad, one of many things it had wrong with it.
Was what?
There was no soundtrack.
No.
One. I mean, I don't remember a single song.
No.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that. James Gunn. James Gunn gets a pass for me movie wise. For pretty much whatever he makes, I'll go and see.
Cash, we have had time to reflect on this podcast, to really just to look at what's going on culturally in this country.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure on what James Gunn did.
Okay. So I was just wondering what's your opinion, what's your 2 cents were on the issue at hand. Do you believe he should have been fired from Disney? Or
No.
Marvel, I should say, more so.
I understand Disney's stance, I guess. They got to protect their ass.
Right.
But no, he did not. I mean, they're fucking, I've said it before, the biggest goddamn hypocrites. Half those fucking CEOs and half those guys are pedophiles.
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? Disney
exactly.
is built on a fucking mountain of pedophiles. And there's nothing.
Oh, I plead the fifth on that. I don't know about that.
There's nothing, I mean, no, it's bullshit. And whatever he did, I can't remember. He made, it was a gay joke or something on Twitter.
Yeah, he made
The
some
big thing with him was it was already brought up one time. They already knew about
Yep.
it. And then they brought it up again, which is
Right.
one thing that I if it just popped up, I can understand. But bringing it up again when they specifically brought it up one time before, it was past.
And he had already apologized for him too.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
so,
and this is relevant to movie news. I was very happy with the way Kevin Hart approached this whole Oscar situation, the whole thing. He went on Ellen, but he refused to do the Oscars because there has to come a point because he had apologized for that 3 or 4 different times. He said it was not a good joke that he wrote back in 2009. He apologized for it. He was trying to move on. People just keep rehashing things out.
Yeah.
I think in this culture we glorify and you get a reward system for trying to ruin people's careers. And I just don't think that's right. I think as long as people have the sense of being able to redeem themselves, because we're all human. We're all going to fail. We're all going to miss the mark. We're never perfect. We do some really stupid things. If I was held accountable for everything I did when I was 14, 13, the things I said, the things I did as a stupid kid.
Yeah.
It's
well, I mean, but these people were adults.
Right, but you have to understand 2009 is a different time. That's
I think
10
we should
years
take
ago.
it. I think we should take it on a case by case basis.
Absolutely.
And not just look into everything. Just don't snap judgments or everything.
But that's the thing.
I
we live in an outrage culture where everything in society is a huge outrage. So where do we draw that line?
Well, like I said, just me and you will take it case by case basis.
There we go.
I have some different
break
opinions on the Kevin Hart stuff. I think it's different from what James Gunn did in a couple different ways, but I don't think Kevin Hart should have. He stepped down from the Oscars himself.
Well, the Academy gave him an ultimatum. You find out.
The Academy is so fucked up right now. Anyways,
did you hear about the whole SAG-AFTRA thing too?
Yeah. You already told. Yeah.
I already told you that too. Yeah.
The list, the Academy Awards this year is horrible. It's one of the worst lists I've seen in a long time. We could talk about that. I mean, it's semi-news, but they got horrible reviews last year, so they just nominated movies that people went and saw, and it's not a good list. And I mean, I wasn't super excited that Kevin Hart was hosting. I mean, I think he's over. And I'm really not. Now Seth MacFarlane is hosting again. Did you know?
Oh, is he really? No, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's hosting again. Yeah,
really?
In last place. Yeah, which I like Seth MacFarlane.
No, I love Seth. Yeah. I think,
and he's a great host. I think
he is.
I think he's a good host too. He's a great singer. He's kind of that Frank Sinatra-esque kind of personality.
But the problem is you're not going to find anyone to host that Oscars who doesn't have some sort of controversy. Because I know Seth MacFarlane has controversy too, and I can pull that up. So it's like, when are we just going to say enough is enough here?
No, well, I don't know. I wish someone else would host the Oscars for once, someone different.
Right. Yeah.
The same people that we always
over and over. Yeah. Well, I think they tried that and then it kind of backfired.
I want Jack Black to do it. I wanted
Jack Black
to do
awesome.
it for so long.
That would be so fun.
Jack Black to do it, yeah.
With his giant beard. They'd probably make him shave that, though. He'd probably have to shave his face. He started a Twitch account and stuff, so he's playing video games.
No, he never actually plays video games.
You know what I mean.
He started Jablinski Games. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I watch it all the time. But what about this? Did you see the new poster for Zombieland?
It's the exact same one.
It is. Look, it's not the exact same. I mean, it's an updated poster. Yeah, I mean the girl's older, the younger girl.
Yeah. I mean, it's an updated poster,
and
it's the same.
And you got a Jesse Eisenberg trying to look sexy there in the most bland possible way.
Thanks, man.
He's the most.
I don't know if we needed that.
He's the most bland looking guy I've ever seen in my life. But are you excited for this?
You know what? I am. I actually really like Zombieland. I thought it was a great film.
I love Zombieland too. Yeah. Then they came at a point where I was very sick of zombie movies.
You and I both. And just the zombie culture, like with Walking Dead, with all of the...
But the way they did it, and it was funny, and I liked it a lot, and I'm a big fucking Woody Harrelson fan. Yeah.
Yeah, they had great moments, too, like the Bill Murray scene.
Let me tell you, Emma Stone, she's even better looking.
Emma Stone, are you kidding me or what?
Look at Jesse Eisenberg.
He's just like a fine wine, let me tell you.
Jesse Eisenberg's the only one that hasn't changed. I mean, who literally looks the same.
Well, yeah, he looks just about the same. Yeah, he does. He doesn't age much, does he?
He always looks 12. He always looks like a fucking dork.
I wonder what the storyline and premise is going to be for
I'll tell you right now.
Okay, let's hear it.
The sequel followed the charismatic group of zombie slayers following the events of the first film as they settle into their post-apocalyptic lives. They've chosen a more luxurious lifestyle and decide to set up a camp in the White House.
Whoa.
political jokes incoming.
Please, yes.
After a disagreement between Columbus, Jesse Eisenberg, and Wichita, Emma Stone, causes the group to split. Little Rock, that's the little girl, runs off with Berkeley, a new guy, I'm guessing. Maybe it might be a girl. I don't know who she is. Avon Jogia? I don't know. Oh, it's a guy she just met. The group then
is it
sets
the whole
off.
teenage thing where she falls in love and
well,
runs
they run
away?
off. They run off, and then the team's got to go find Little Rock after they run off. That's the adventure. But they meet a female zombie hunter badass that rivals Woody Harrelson, and that's kind of the animosity. And you know they're gonna
right. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and it's played by Rosario Dawson from all the fucking Marvel shows. She's the nurse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's playing the zombie hunter. Yep. Oh, you'll know her. She's in everything.
Yeah, she's in everything. Yeah, she's in Daredevil.
Yeah, she's great.
That's good news.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. In other news, Mission Impossible gets their official release.
It wouldn't
dates.
be a movie news podcast
without Mission
updating onto what Tom Cruise is doing. 2019 update, still running. Still running.
He's still running.
Running as fast and far as he can. Yeah, there we go.
21 and 22.
Back to back.
They're not messing around.
No. Is there any more news on that? Is that
No,
all
that's
we're gonna
literally
say?
it. That's all we need to say because we talk about Mission Impossible every time.
No, we talk about
And
Tom Cruise every time.
Yeah.
What about this? I don't know. I'm curious about this.
The Del Toro. Yeah.
Were you a Scary Stories Still in the Dark fan? Were you allowed to read that as a kid?
No, I was not.
Oh, man.
No, but I could imagine how good this will be.
If you weren't personally scarred as a kid by these books, you did not have a real childhood.
I did not. I wasn't even allowed to read the Goosebumps.
These books are the number one most controversial school book list or whatever. They're always on top. People are always trying to get it banned.
I could name a few other controversial school books. Really, this hits the list.
Oh yeah, it's a kid's storybook, but the stories are horrible. They're horror stories.
Right.
It's just a book of many, short horror stories. Mm-hmm. But it's the fucking illustrations that do it. I will show you a picture of the illustrations. They were horrible. But these books, I loved them. They scared the shit out of me. And my boy, Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
It's going to be good.
Oh, of course it's going to be good.
But yeah, I am
And where does this release?
End of August. So right around that fall time.
Oh, okay. Is it a streaming service or no?
No, I think it's coming out of theaters. He's not even directing it; he's producing it.
Oh,
but
his
his
the
practical effects are gonna be amazing. You know those monster suits, monster costumes are gonna be fucking amazing.
Well, I mean, look at how good he did with Shape of Water.
Look at these illustrations. This was the cover. This is a children's book.
That's disturbing.
Look at this.
It's extremely disturbing.
That's Harold. I mean, look. This was the scariest one. It was about the kid finds a big toe in the garden, and he plucks it, and the family makes soup out of it to eat, and then they're haunted by a guy, and he's outside, and he's saying, "Where's my big toe?" And
that's the story. Okay,
it's all stories like that are just so fucked up, and the movie is gonna be horrible. That was a children's book.
That is pretty terrifying.
I already read it when I was 5.
Yeah, terrifying.
That's Harold. That's who's at the very. He skins people alive.
Good Lord, this is a children's book.
You can see why libraries don't want it on the shelves.
Right.
But yeah, so I am extremely fucking excited. Like, you don't even know. I will be first in line to see that. And I love Guillermo. What about this poster for Bad Boys for Life?
Hey, Bad Boys 3, let's go.
Oh my God,
let's go.
You're the only one I know who
Come on, they're
still
fun.
wants this.
They're fun. Bad Boys was like one of the first rated R movies I'd watch, and I just like them.
You know what I want
They're
to know
over the top.
is...
They're ridiculous, and I haven't watched them in years, but but from what I remember, good times.
Can they still pull it off? Old man Will Smith and old man Martin Lawrence.
Will Smith isn't old. Will Smith.
Martin
will be able
Lawrence
to
is,
do it.
though.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. He's a little bit older, isn't he? Yeah.
And he's gained some weight.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll
Will
do
Smith,
too
Will
much
Smith's
running.
old too.
I would
Will
say
Smith's old also.
Yeah, he is old, but he's in good shape. I mean,
Yeah.
he does movies all the time.
He's got a dad bod now.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, he's...
Martin Lawrence, on the other hand, might be driving the car more often than running. He'll just have Will
He'll
run.
just stay in the car most of the time for the
Exactly.
action
He's more of the
scenes.
chauffeur. Yeah.
But I wonder if what's his name's coming back to direct Transformers.
Oh yeah, Michael Bay.
our favorite director.
Our favorite director of all
Top
time.
10.
Absolutely.
When it comes
See if
to-
there's any explosions, any Transformers running in the background.
The
that
top
we'll see.
comment is they look like figures at a mid-level wax museum.
Oh, that's rough.
They kind of do. They
They
look
actually
kind of
do.
shitty.
They look shiny too. They look
do.
very shiny, as if someone put too much.
as it
fake
looks
sweat
it's
on
like
them.
on a set. So you're looking forward to that, Bad Boys for Life. That's one you're going to be in the theaters to see.
I hate to admit it, but yeah, I will be. I will be. It'll be fun. It'll be one of those movies where I'll just have myself a beer. I'll just sit up there on the 21 and over, and I'll just accept it and have a good time with it.
Go
and that's
ahead.
it.
It's all you.
Thank you.
You can have it.
I'll take it.
Doctor Strange screenwriter coming back for sequel. That's huge, right?
Huge.
How
Huge.
long? I've been wanting Doctor Strange since the very first one. I mean, that's probably my most anticipated sequel for Marvel movies.
When we did the Stan Lee Memorial, it was on both of
Oh,
our
yeah,
top
yeah.
three. You know, Or
Besides-
top three.
Infinity War. I mean, obviously, I'm anticipating that, but this is the sequel. I fucking love that movie. I don't want to see another Marvel movie until I see another
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome though that they got the same writer. That's super important.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
Yeah.
Keep the same flow of things. Don't switch it up.
Because
if you don't
that
have
movie
to.
had a different style than any of the other Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely, especially fucking. I hope they get the same director. That'd be a big thing, also.
Mm-hmm. And to go back to keeping the same writers, I'm just going to bring this up because I did see it. Chris Pratt did come out and say that no matter what, there will be a Guardians of
Yeah.
the Galaxy 3.
Which what is he basing this off of? That he's just. I mean,
I have no idea.
Who as God himself came down and told him that this is gonna happen.
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe that was the case. But other than that, I don't know.
I never thought it wasn't gonna happen.
Well, no, neither did I. It's too big of a
It makes
cash
$1
cow.
billion.
They made 1.6 billion with
But
a
they
B,
are,
folks.
but they are taking
$1
their
billion.
time to finding a replacement.
Yeah.
For James Gunn,
Right,
which
of
is which is I think it's taken longer than what I thought it's gonna be.
But I think it's also wise to do that. As much as I wish
Oh yeah, well why not
this
just get
wouldn't have
Ron
happened?
Howard? Why just throw Ron Howard in there? He'll finish.
he'll do
any
anything.
fucking-
Yeah.
Oh, Disney? Yeah, I'll do anything you guys want.
All right.
You
He's
guys
like-
point
he's
me
like,
in the direction.
Oh, $80 million? Yeah, no problem. Okay.
half finished movie. Yeah, I'll throw my name on it.
not?
Why the fuck not?
Oh, and did you see the Netflix originals, which we're going to review here later? But did you notice their new intro?
They're getting some fucking heat for this. Have you
Why?
not seen the controversy?
Why is it controversial?
Oh, people fucking hate it. It's new. People hate it. It's changed.
I've come to find out people do not like new things.
Oh, it scares them.
Keep the shit
You're just
the
now
same.
figuring that? Humans do not like.
I like change.
Change
I like
it,
to
Joe.
shake it up a little bit, you know?
It keeps life fresh.
Yeah, it does.
It's the spice of life. What you do the same thing every day? How fucking boring. But
It's so boring.
people, you change their Netflix intro, and it's like you dropped a fucking nuke on their house.
I know, and it wasn't that like
It's literally
mind blowing. It's
a-
literally just 3
It's a
seconds.
4-second.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
kind of like it.
calm down. I
It
know,
ki-
so did I.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the scene in Interstellar when he's like going through space and time, where he's trying
Yeah.
to talk to his
Yeah,
daughter. That's
Right.
the first thing that came to my
Okay,
head when I thought
that's
of just
definitely-
those colors. You know what I'm talking
Yep.
about? That's the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah, but
Speaking
I mean,
of that was a fantastic scene by Matthew McConaughey in that movie.
Interstellar's so good.
Oh,
Which is another thing.
heartbreaking.
Christopher Nolan, I think, just said that he has his next movie ready to go, and I'm in the seat for anything Christopher
Same.
Nolan has.
Anything whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about we gotta talk about Batman.
Let's do it.
Ben Affleck.
Not?
He accomplished his dream of not playing Batman. He finally got out. Remember how hard he was trying
Yeah,
to get
yep.
it? And then how hard he was like, "Oh my god, this is horrible. Why
do
I
not
made a
like
huge
this.
mistake."
Like,
Yeah.
Someone get me out
These
of here.
movies are horrible. But
horrendous.
he's out. He's out
officially
of it.
out.
He's officially out. And a new Batman is scheduled for summer 2021. What is it gonna be?
I've heard it's a younger Batman.
People were saying Batman Beyond, which is one of my favorite fucking Batman cartoons, and already got shot down, saying it's not, which would be amazing. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
Batman Beyond, that's in the future. That's when Bruce Wayne's really old. You could get someone to play an old Bruce Wayne. That would be awesome. Because in Batman Beyond, Bruce Wayne's in a wheelchair.
Right.
Because the Joker fucked him up, did something really bad. But yeah, so we're not getting that.
No, definitely not.
But I would love that.
But there also have been some other things coming out that saying that the possibility of having a black Batman.
Yeah,
which would be pretty dope. It'd be a different twist on things.
It'd be fine with me. I would like to see how they do the story. They would have to change up.
Oh yeah, they'd have
literally everything.
Everything, yeah. But there were talks about having.
He's awesome. Yeah, I would like
the guy from Get Out, Daniel.
He has
ahead with his last name.
Kaluuya.
Kaluuya. Yeah.
But Get Out, yeah, he's awesome. I would like to see. Not that I'm against having a black guy, but I would also like to see John Hamm.
We've talked about this before. John Hamm would be a perfect Batman.
For
yes.
It, yeah. But
and he's good too. He's good on so many different aspects as an actor. He can do comedy. He can do mundane, serious.
Very funny. He's very funny.
Hilarious.
John Hamm is. He's got great comedy chops.
He's got great timing too.
That's really how he got started, was with comedy. But then
which is insane. And then he got cast in Mad Men.
And he's a great
drama.
Yeah, Mad Men's so good.
It's great.
But yeah, so now we're gonna start getting the Batman rumors. It's all starting up again.
Yep.
We'll get a million different names.
so
Jake Gyllenhaal
excited.
will be up there.
Yep.
There'll be the Joaquin Phoenix, I'm sure, will be his name, even though he's the Joker.
Well, he's
now.
a Joker now, so that might conflict of interest.
Yeah, and I thought, no, I have no idea. Maybe they'll do a whole new universe with that Joker. I mean, maybe they spawn off that. That'd be cool.
That'd be dope. That'd be awesome. Because I think DC is going to go a different route entirely with what they're doing.
Yeah,
because everything's the DC.
I don't know though, but from what we've seen, DC is probably
apart.
just going to do the exact same thing they've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but they need to go in a completely different direction of what they're doing now. I would love it.
We're seeing that in trailers like Shazam. We're seeing a little bit more lighthearted, it seems like, which I like.
But it's so hard to restart a Batman franchise. I mean, where do you got to rehash all the old stuff again? You got to show his parents dying.
Do you?
You can't really do a Batman year one. I mean, because they've done that really at Batman Begins. Yeah, they've done. Batman has been done a lot.
I don't mind it though. It's the one superhero movie that I never get.
I don't mind it either, but I don't want an origin story.
It's the most grounded superhero out of all the superheroes. It's the one that feels most realistic.
It's been done more than any other superhero.
Oh yeah, of course it has.
I mean, you got to do something. I think
people relate with Batman more than any other character.
You got to do something different. I mean, but there's a million different Batman stories you could do. There's just heaps
there are
heaps of. I mean, there's so much stuff, but they'll end up doing making their own story or something.
Could do like a Red Wing or whatever.
Yeah,
actually, aren't they doing that? Actually, never mind. No, they're not.
No, Under the Red Hood, you could do that. That's a Robin story, but that's a Batman story also. But there's tons. You can do Court of Owls. There's so much stuff.
Did you see DC Universe, the subscription service for DC? They're doing a Metal Man or something like that.
Tin
Man. What is it called? I'm trying not to make fun of it, but it looks.
No, that looks weird. But
looks weird.
It's a Doom Patrol. They're a pretty famous group, DC group, but it's a group. It's a superhero group show. He's not the only one.
Oh, he's not the only one.
That's Robot Man.
Robot Man. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But that's a pretty old. Doom Patrol's a pretty old. Yeah, I don't know.
See, you're the expert when it comes to comic books. I didn't grow up on them, unfortunately.
But and it's Brendan Fraser playing Robot Man.
That's who it is. That's right.
Which I love Brendan Fraser. He got shafted somehow. I don't know.
I don't know how either.
He was so popular at one point.
Was good.
I love
The Mummy's great. The original one. I'm not talking.
No, not Tom Cruise.
5, 6 down the road.
Those movies hold up well. Those are great horror. Even the second one.
CGI for the time period is not
the
bad.
second one. The second one.
No. I'm talking about
the Scorpion.
Man, I'm sticking to the original on this shit. So any other, no.
The first one is a great horror film. It's scary.
Very scary.
That's the universal horror universe I would want to see. But that never happened.
No. And you know what's funny? Ever since The Mummy, the remake, we haven't seen another dark universe.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's canceled.
Yeah,
because Bride of Frankenstein was scheduled for February this year.
And where is it? We didn't even hear about it. It's like obsolete now. It's like, where'd you go?
No, they canceled.
Where'd you go?
For good reason, though.
Yeah. I would have liked to see it, though. I think if they would have developed it, took their time on it, I think it could have been marketable. But
oh yeah, if they did a better first after The Mummy, I didn't want to see anymore, but they could have done something where it worked and would have been awesome. Let's talk about Hobbs and Shaw. I gotta get it off my chest.
Okay, go ahead. Hobbs and Shaw. If you're not familiar with Hobbs and Shaw, that's actually Fast and Furious to inform the listeners.
A branch. They're branching off, right? It's
right. It's like a what is it called? Spin-off movie.
It's a spin-off, yeah. And it's like a buddy cop, right?
Right.
It's like The Odd Couple. These two guys, they hate each other, but now they got to work together. And classic buddy cop scenario. And
can we just say, what in the hell was with the 3.5-minute trailer? Thanks for giving me the entire movie.
Well, I mean, is there going to be a twist ending in this movie? No.
We all know how it's going to start. We all know how it's going to end.
I guarantee they end up saving the world. Right. And I guarantee they end up jumping. But
you know, the thing with the trailer with me, it kept going back and forth.
Let's break it down.
Yeah, okay,
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Idris Elba, he's a superhuman man. Mm-hmm. So now they're not even humans anymore.
No, they're not.
They're like at a point where it's like
cyberhumans.
They're like, how could we possibly up the ante on a submarine chase? Right?
Yeah.
That was the last one, right? How could you? Oh, superhuman. Mm-hmm. Make him superhuman now.
Well, here's the thing. Here we go. We'll play this in the background. I won't have the sound on or anything. Yeah. But we can kind of break it down. But yeah, so Idris Elba, he's amazing.
Serious.
He's very serious. I think he'll do a good job in this role. I love him as a villain. However,
you just know they're going to take this movie so seriously.
And that's what I hate about it. Yeah. That's the problem, man. Is like there were times where I'd watch this trailer and I'd go, "Okay, this looks kind of cool."
Yeah.
And then other parts, I'm like, "What the fuck is this, man? What is this?" And I'll show you up here. It's at like the 1.5, 2-minute mark of this trailer.
Well, no one's talking about that they're superheroes now.
Yeah, they're literally superheroes. They've gone off the rail from Fast and Furious. It's a whole nother universe.
It's not grounded at all anymore. It's not. Remember the very first Fast and Furious where they were just like drifting a lot, and that was like, holy shit, yeah. Drifting in LA. That's so illegal. You can't do that. Now they're stealing submarines. He's flipping jeeps.
Flipping people.
He's flipping
people.
A
superhuman. This is odd.
It is, but I will be there to see it.
So will I. I will definitely watch this.
You know, there's going to be well choreographed fight scenes. They're going to be ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. You know, they're going to have horrible dialogue between each other.
Some real corny dialogue together. Yeah, absolutely.
I look at them; they're such opposites. How could they ever?
How could they ever take on this mission?
One guy drives a motorcycle. One drives a car. They're just
bipolar.
Will it ever work?
You'll have to see. Yeah, wait to see the summer of 2019.
Ooh, and a love triangle. You think we're gonna get a Devil's Three-Way on this? Maybe.
I'll
Little Rock.
Rated R. Are we going to this? Now I'm down. Let's go.
They have to keep upping it, right?
Right, they have to. They have to up the ante on everything.
Have they shown nudity in a single Fast and Furious?
Unfortunately, no.
Because they're always PG-13.
And look, they don't call him The Rock for no... What?
Yeah, because he's rock hard all the time. This is going to be great. I'm really looking. This is early Oscar nomination.
So, okay, that's what I'm talking about right there. Mm-hmm. Really. What? So the car just flips on its own and it lands perfectly.
Happens all the time.
It does a little barrel roll in the air.
I did that on the way here.
Lands. But you look at the trajectory of this car. There's nothing to flip this car. There's nothing. The helicopter shooting, he comes out of it straight, and then the car just flips for no reason at all.
What do you want?
And he lands on the other side of the building. Perfect.
He's literally a rock. He uses his body as a counterweight. He puts his body on one side. That somehow flips the Jeep over. There's science behind it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They couldn't just make this movie without. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's taking the elevator down.
Because they're opposites, dude. Yeah. They do everything opposite.
He doesn't take a rope. He just
jumps. He jumped 40 stories down to grab a guy on a rope.
It's so funny. It's exactly what the other guys were making fun of when him and Samuel Jackson are the cops and they jump off of them and kill themselves. But it's actually a serious movie now.
Wow. So this is Fast and Furious. You know, I can't really fault these guys, though.
No, this is Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw, right. Right. Like, it's not Star Wars. It's a solo story. Yeah. Right. So, Hobbs and Shaw. But you can't really fault these guys. I mean, they make a fucking $1 billion every time they make this movie. Or any sort of Fast and Furious franchise spin-off movie, anything.
Yeah,
so I get it.
It's the world we live in.
It is, unfortunately. But it is.
Oh, well. People like explosions. People like bright lights. Like babies. And loud noises.
And bugs.
And
bugs like
buff
lights.
men.
Buff
For
men
some
like
reason,
lights.
for some reason, The Rock has this spell over America, and I just don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Is it the tree stump like legs he has? Is it the 9-pack?
Or is it the fact that he's a walking brick?
Or is it the close as to God as we're gonna get?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. A specimen.
He's great.
This is kind of cool if you care for this. Child's Play movie reboot trailer reportedly coming next week.
They already had a reboot.
Well, they're rebooting it again. They've rebooted this like 4 times.
They literally
haven't
came
they?
out with one like a year ago.
Yeah, like 2 years or whatever.
And it did bad.
But
it came out straight to Netflix.
Here's the thing, though.
What are you gonna tell me?
Here it goes. You ready? Hold the phone. Halloween has done this too. Okay, so
And they've
we have
all
to
been
give
horrible
this,
except for one.
right? But we have to give this
This
the
is
benefit of the doubt
no.
until it comes out.
Okay, Halloween came out. Halloween was immediately attached with Danny McBride and his writing partner. They were great writers. This is coming out with fucking no one. I guarantee it. I guarantee there's no one attached to this that we know.
No, probably not.
The fact that there's already a trailer for it and we know nothing about
of it
it
is not a good sign.
No, so don't tell me. Whoa.
Aubrey Plaza, I mean.
If Aubrey Plaza's in this
I'm down.
and the guy from Atlanta, I will be fucking
I've never seen
down.
Atlanta. But yeah,
Oh,
Aubrey
that's
Plaza
so
must be
good.
in this. Oh, I'm so going to that.
No way.
She's hilarious. She's one of those weird chicks
Oh,
that I
she's
just
so-
find so attractive just
So
because
do
she's
I.
so like
It's
different.
self-deprecating.
Yeah.
She's mean.
I love
Very
it. I
mean.
love it. But
So do I.
even if she's like picking on me the whole time, she's like,
Oh yeah.
I'd find it hot. You know?
Okay, well this
It's weird.
is becoming another different podcast
Yeah, no,
that
definitely.
we don't need to get into.
Definitely.
Yeah, I hate dolls, and I always will.
Well,
and
I'm
I'll
not a
just
huge
remember staring at the Child's Play VHS cover when I was a kid and being frightened. And that was a movie I was not allowed to watch. It was Child's Play.
You're kidding. Out of all the movies you've watched as a kid, Child's Play was
I
one
was
you
not.
couldn't watch.
I was not allowed to watch.
the ridiculous doll who comes to life and
He
kills
murders people. That was a scary story.
Fuck,
And dolls.
dude, it's not that scary.
When you're a kid, dolls are fucking everywhere. You can't get away from them.
Yeah, I was never scared of dolls,
Because you never saw Child's Play.
but that's true.
Or you're not haunted by the VHS cover.
That's very true.
I guarantee dolls are scary, man. They're like little kids and they're scary and they have those dead eyes. Dead eyes. There's nothing behind those eyes.
Nope.
Just murder.
That's because their eyes are made of plastic. There literally is nothing behind those
No,
eyes.
I know.
So
That's what I'm
guess
getting
it
at.
makes sense.
What about
So I'll talk about another controversy. Are you ready for this?
no?
So there was some
I'll go
well,
ahead.
now I don't know what to do. Another controversy a few weeks ago. You know, obviously the whole Ted Bundy trailer came out, starring Zac Efron. Okay, first and foremost, let me ask you: Did you see that trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about you.
You're
I was
really
stoked.
ruining my intro for our next podcast was going to be about Ted Bundy, but
Is it really? Oh no!
we can talk about it now. We
Dang
need
it,
to.
my
There's
bad.
a ton of controversy behind the Ted Bundy.
A ton.
People are going crazy.
They're going
about
crazy
it.
about it. No, yeah.
Did you watch the Netflix documentary?
Oh yeah, like the first week it came out. for
So
sure.
people
Me
are
and you
saying,
are both huge Last Podcast
yeah.
on the Left fans.
we're big true crime fans.
Yeah, true crime
But
generally.
people are just so shocked about this. It was literally no new information. What people are mad about, which I get, is at some points in the Netflix series, it felt like we were kind of supposed to root for Ted Bundy.
to like escape
That's
prison.
where it kind of felt like
Right.
Netflix, and that's what some people had upset. Some people were saying, "Oh, they made him they made him like superhuman." Where people were upset. So and there's also a side of people that are coming out and saying they're in love with him, and how he's very handsome.
the thing. That's the thing we got to call out. That's the thing that we have to show people. I don't think we cower away from the fact showing people that Ted Bundy was charming. He was charismatic.
Yeah, he absolutely was.
And not
But he
serial
was
killers
not-
aren't just ugly.
Yeah, exactly.
They can look like Ted
and
Bundy,
people,
too.
for some reason, have that misconception and still have struggle to get that through their heads. Is that serial killers? They can be monsters on the on the inside, but
Right.
they don't. They're not.
But they
they're,
don't show on the
most of the
outside.
time they look like you and I. I mean,
Yeah.
they look. And that's exactly Ted Bundy. He was extremely charismatic. That is the reason he was able to do the things he did.
That was also the reason why he was escaping, too.
That was the reason
so
he was
charismatic.
able to walk in and out of places and not be, because it's
Did
confidence.
you see all those different pictures of him, too? So fascinating how he can look so different just in a photo. He never looked the same.
But I agree. I don't think people should be praising him.
No,
in any
absolutely
way. And
not.
I don't
No,
think
he's a
Netflix.
sick piece
I
of
don't-
shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
absolutely.
Totally.
And I wish what Netflix did do is, I think a better thing to do is if you're going to go at that angle where it's like, oh, he was a genius and whatever, and he was like misunderstood. They really skipped out on the details of his murders.
And that's what they should have
That's
into.
That's a thing
Right.
that would have shown people. You need to show the monster he truly was.
Exactly.
If people knew the things he did, you would not be fantasizing.
Well, and that
about
was the thing in the
he
doc.
did horrible things.
Horrific things to people.
Severing people's heads, putting makeup on their heads, keeping those heads
And-
for days, and having sex with those heads.
Right.
He did horrible.
And Netflix totally glossed over the fact that he
none.
abducted a 12-year-old girl and murdered her
There's-
and did
that was a big thing.
unspeakable things to her.
Zero details about those kind of
None.
things.
And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird.
And that's
to just
that's,
gloss over. I felt like it almost should have been a 6 or 8-part series, and not to gross people out, but to understand the psychopath that this guy was.
Well, that's the thing where I
they
see
should have dived into
where
it.
people are coming from. It was a lot of fluff of like, oh, he was this genius. He was like this psychological. He was,
I do think you
lot
have to
of
show that too.
I do,
But I think
not
you
as
gotta show
much.
both.
Not, I mean, he was very, but he was not. He wasn't a genius. He just had a shit ton of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
But confidence is genius. Have you ever met a
Kind
guy?
of.
Have you ever met a guy the first time and you're like, wow, this guy's got his shit figured out, and then eventually you have a few more conversations,
Somewhat,
you realize,
but
okay, this guy's full
He
of
was
shit.
confident to a fault, where he was certain he was gonna get out of it the entire time.
the whole way. I mean, he represented himself essentially,
and he did things,
and he
did-
sabotaged his own court case.
and because he thought he was a genius, because he thought he was so much smarter than everyone else. He
Yeah.
thought he was so much better than everyone else but really he was a fucking idiot. He didn't know anything about law. He praised himself as a lawyer or anything. He did horrible.
Very fascinating what the judge said to him after his first sentence too.
This judge was in fucking love with it.
It was
There's so much shit that he got away with that this
that
judge,
other people would not have in the court of
with
law.
him like not showing up one day and
Barricading himself in the cell room.
and the judge just letting it. This guy was, and the big like sucking his dick at the end is like, oh, if you were a different man, you could have been up
but
here.
you
and
went down a wrong road. Yeah.
This judge was weird, dude. Yeah, I mean, and to allow him to do
Here-
the things
here-
he did in court with questioning the security guy in great detail that he was obviously doing just to relive,
Right.
And just
Yeah, that
because-
was grotesque.
because
But
he has
you do
no
have to-
follow-up questions.
Right,
So
right.
it was so obvious that he was doing it. I mean, he kept telling the guy in great detail, tell me what you saw.
Yeah.
It was such an obvious thing that he was just,
Right. I think court wise, I think you do have to let those sort of things proceed. I don't agree with it, but if he's trying to make his defense, it's up to him to make his defense. So if that's the route
But
he
it-
wants to go, then
he should have never been allowed to even
no, he shouldn't
be
have been able
been
to
his
represent
own
himself.
lawyer. Yeah,
we got to understand this is a different time too.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it
this was
wasn't
the first case ever that was recorded,
televised.
televised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, but it was the first. I mean, he was also, his story is, it's a true crime. It's a perfect true crime story with the escapes and everything. It makes great TV.
Right.
That's another reason that it was, most of the murder cases before that were pretty cut and dry. You know, they caught him and that was it. This one, he escaped.
twice.
He escaped and murdered people, and he stayed in most places, and he said he was insane. He was.
It was insane
The
too.
best-
After he escaped, went to Florida and killed all
Yeah.
those sorority girls.
Well, the thing I liked a lot about the documentary was it somewhat got into the mental problems about him being bipolar. I wish, because during these murders, he was manic depressed. I mean, he
Right.
was absolutely out of his mind. He was that fucking going and killing those sorority girls and then going to another house. That
Right
is
afterwards.
a manic episode. That is just berserker. Yeah.
Right. That's a different. That's
And then
a different
not
level
leaving
of
the
crazy.
state.
Yeah, staying there too, having the audacity to stay there. Yeah.
Because it was warm. Because crazy. But it's a controversial documentary. It's getting a lot of heat.
Right.
There's people on all sides of everything.
Yeah.
People say they fluffed it up. People are getting a lot of heat because, I mean, it's obviously coming out right around the Zac Efron movie.
Of course.
And
Good marketing for that movie.
And again, that's another thing where they're saying, oh, they're making him look like. I don't care what you say. He was not a good-looking guy. He was normal looking. He just had immense amount of confidence.
Ted Bundy?
Yeah. He's not, by no means is he.
Look, man, he's a sadistic fuck, okay? Like, let's get
not,
that out of the way.
But
But
people are
he
saying,
wasn't a bad-looking guy.
No, he was not by any means. People are saying, like, he's just fucking beautiful.
Well, he's not, I wouldn't say he's beautiful.
He's average.
He's
He's
good
average
looking.
at best.
He's
he
good
has
looking.
confidence. That's it.
Okay, 1 to 10.
Big fucking unibrow. 6.
No,
Yeah.
come on, dude. It's 1970-something.
No way, man. 70-something? He had Travolta dancing up on the screen. Are you kidding me?
You're trying to
Compared
tell
this guy?
Oh, man, I don't know. I think Ted Bundy was a good-looking guy.
No way. I mean, I think he's normal. No, it's the confidence.
Are we really debating whether or not Ted Bundy's a good-looking guy?
Well,
or
that
not?
was a huge part of the documentary.
Yeah, it was.
That was a huge part where people were like, I loved about the lady that got her way, and she went to like court to testify, and he had a thin lip and he had a thin nose, and you could see him, and he's just pissed,
Right?
Because he just loved people talking about him.
Yep.
He hated when people talked bad about him. But yeah, I mean, Zac Efron is a much better looking guy.
Yeah.
He's a much better looking guy, although they do have similar.
What
But
did you think about the actual trailer though? Because I was not happy with the trailer. It
No,
looks
not at
like
all.
it's like a
seven.
Oh, this is a fun serial killer
Exactly.
movie.
It's like a
I wanted it to
70s
be
rock
dark as fuck.
biopic
Yeah.
or something. It's like kind of goofy.
Right.
Not. Yeah, no,
It was
I
like
was
outrageous, crazy, and I'm like, what
exactly.
the fuck
It should
marketing
have
is
like
this?
the record rip.
Yeah, it should have been
is
like
Ted. But
yeah. I was like, what in the hell?
yeah, that was
They should've-
very. I hope it's not like that. It really needs to show just the darkness that he was, because it needs to talk about it. And again, I think it should show or go into some detail. It's not about being gory or being morbid or anything. It's just about showing what he did and
Exactly.
what he was capable
Yeah.
of.
But not
he was
sugarcoating
an
it
animal.
or going over
Or just showing how persuasive and how much of a ladies' man he was, because
Yeah.
that is what the movie made it look like. That he was just going around, picking
right,
up
just
chicks.
picking up chicks. Yeah, like he
just
was
having a good old.
he was
fucking time.
Matthew McConaughey and
The real story is he was manic and insane.
right.
He was absolutely out of his head when these things were happening. And for a long time, he refused to admit. It took him forever to
Right.
confess.
It was only a few days before his before his death sentence.
What I was surprised is watching the documentary. It took him so long to figure out who he was when they caught him in Florida. Remember? Because he was pretending to be someone else.
Yeah, I was like,
it
really?
went on
You're
for
not going to look at
weeks.
the top 10 most wanted? I mean, if you got a guy who won't tell you who he is.
Well, everyone was
that's the
like,
first thing I'd look
this
at.
is Ted, but he just refused.
Yeah.
But that's the confidence. Confidence is the closest you'll get to a real world superpower.
Totally.
It's something that's
It's
very hard to
mesmerizing
achieve.
for people, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If someone comes up, you could do anything. You can get away with anything. But I really do think you have to be a little insane to have unwavering confidence, because you can't have any doubt in your mind. I mean, look at this guy. He kept a smile on the entire fucking
All the
time.
way till the end. It was, yeah, crazy docuseries.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of heat now. But I mean, it didn't shine any new light or anything that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
People, I mean, I don't really understand why it's coming out now, besides the fact that this movie is coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's important to tell these kind of stories, though.
I
To
think
let
so.
people
But I
know
think
the
it's
kind of
important to
evil that's
tell
actually out there.
The real story.
Yeah.
The 70s was a horrible time.
Insane. I mean, you had
60s
some
and
of the
70s,
most
bloody.
nasty human beings ever. John
mean,
Wayne Gacy's one of the worst.
Some people talk about how video games and everything are ruining. I mean, we did not have serial killers like we
right.
have.
No.
People were just out of their heads. And it was easy to do. Everyone trusted everyone.
Mhm.
That was the problem.
yeah.
And for the worst time, I mean, if anything, now is the time to have faith in, to trust people. There's so much background.
Technology
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Just people so much hitchhiking. A lot of hitchhiking in the 70s made it really easy for
It's
serial
crazy.
killing.
Yeah.
All right, Nick Jonas
Oh
offers.
Jesus! I don't want to hear the rest of this, man. Are you kidding me? Nick Jonas offers.
Yeah,
To
of
replace-
course he fucking. I'm offering too. Put
Yeah,
that on the.
yeah.
I think
Hello,
everyone's-
DC. I'll take on the role as Batman too. I'll send you my
bet-
resume.
Can you imagine? I mean, he's a Robin at best.
Yeah, okay,
He's
a
a
good
Robin.
Robin.
He's
A
a-
Robin would be good for
I
him.
wouldn't even say he's a good Robin because I really don't know much about his acting, and I assume he's not a great actor. But
Well, yeah,
Batman,
he wasn't
can you-
bad in Jumanji.
Yeah,
But that's
I hardly.
a whole another
I
thing. my
hardly.
friend. You know,
I forgot he was in Jumanji.
What's oh gosh darn it? What's his name? The Flash. He would be good as, but wasn't he? Wasn't he Robin for like a split second?
No.
Who was Robin in the?
It was in the Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
It was. He's in a ton of things.
I can't think who he is.
God damn.
Damn it.
You're gonna
Anyway.
be looking him up. Yeah, he's in. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you look it up, because I'll talk about something else while you're looking that up. Sad day, but also a beautiful day.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, there you go. Toy Story 4 has officially wrapped. The
Yeah.
last voice recording day was a few days ago.
Is it the last one?
I think it will be.
Why quit on 4?
I know. Why not go to 6? Like, let's just
Why not
make them
go
2
to 3?
trilogies.
I thought the last Toy Story was amazing. It would have been
Oh,
great.
okay. I thought you were gonna say bad. I was like, dude, that one was so good.
No, it would have been a great ending.
It would have been.
ended right there. Ended with. I don't know where this is gonna go. Have you seen the?
I don't know, but there's a lot of hype
you
between
seen the
Tom
action,
Hanks
like-
and Tim Allen talking about how like good this script was.
Oh, I
how
don't
good
doubt.
Pixar
I don't
did.
doubt it's gonna be. I mean, I had little faith in Toy Story 3. Look at this badass Bo Peep poster. It's always gonna be a hard action.
It might be, yeah, for
It's gonna be a
sure.
revenge John Wick
Hitting,
style.
yeah, there you go. She's getting all of her sheep back.
All right. Is there anything else?
Well, here's a fun little one. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman officially call a truce to their little beef they've had for the last year.
finally.
They're very serious beef. Obviously joking. It was
truce.
a
A truce
yeah.
was needed.
Yep.
So what does that mean? Is he gonna stop making fun of him in Deadpool movies? I doubt that.
I think that's about it.
Bullshit. He can't stop that.
God, fired documentary. Good Lord.
I still haven't watched the Netflix one. I'm all fired out now.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
That's it. That's movie
That
news.
is it. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
That's everything that you need to know about the movie industry.
Yep.
There's
You
nothing
guys-
else out there.
You can find us now on Spotify. That's right. We are now on Spotify. How awesome is that, everyone?
It's
Cash, how cool is it to be on Spotify?
It's just unbelievable. It's so easy. You just go on Spotify, you type us in, have you seen it?
We're right there.
Right there. It's
Right
that
there.
easy. You don't have to download anything. You
Bada
don't-
bing.
Boom.
Bada
Everyone's got Spotify. You live in a fucking cave. You ain't goddamn animals.
Right? You,
You fucking degenerates.
Yep.
Pick up a goddamn book.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a little
Let me
angry.
pick up a phone and download Spotify and then go to Have You
Sorry.
Seen It?
Sorry, I got a
So
little
yeah,
angry.
we're also on Spotify, YouTube. You can check out our YouTube page. Type in HYSI 114. That's what episode this will be. We're also on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play. We're anywhere you can find podcasts now.
Anywhere now.
including
Anywhere.
Spotify. Did I mention that, folks? Spotify. Yeah,
We're not
Thank God.
sponsored by them.
not
by the
Spotify.
way.
Yeah, we just are on their website now.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty.
Find us on YouTube. Always leave us a review on iTunes.
Yeah, leave
us
comments,
a review. Give
reviews.
us 5 stars. Give
We
us 1
have
stars.
gotten a few new reviews.
Yeah.
2.
Keep them.
But hey, I'll take 2.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 over 0 anytime.
Anytime. That's twice as many as we usually get.
Exactly my point. So, alrighty.
All right.
You can find Cash on Twitter. That's just Cash. I am Mason Knight on Twitter. Cash on Instagram is Cash.
That's.
What
yeah,
are you
cash,
on
cash,
Instagram?
cash.
Yeah,
that's
it's Cash, right?
Something like that.
And then I'm on Instagram. Hey Mason Knight. And until next time.
Goodbye? Question mark?